Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Monday morning. However, wherever you found this, appreciate you for watching us. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, rate, review. Look, you give up 31 points to inarguably the worst SEC football team. People are going to be clamoring for some answers, right? And I always say, and I don't always say, this has been a coaching cliche for as long as coaching and film has been around, right? It's never as good as you think. It's never as bad as you think. There were certainly moments in this football game where it felt like Mississippi State was the aggressor on the offensive side of the football. And you're going to see moments on this tape where clearly the offensive coordinator and the head coach from Mississippi State started to have some confidence in this Van Buren guy, and they started to really attack you. And that's something I didn't think anybody going into this ball game expected. In fact, a lot of football minds going into this football game expected to see what Mississippi State's done the last 2 weeks, which is run the football 55 times, okay? They're trying to shorten the game and get the hell out of there because they know they're outmatched. That was not what happened Saturday, and I felt like, we would open the week of film this week with defense. Normally we start with offense. That's the one you guys have lots of questions about. You want to see it. It's fun. It's flashy, all that good stuff. Well, you put up 630 yards total offense and gave up almost 400 of them. No need to really watch the offense to start the week. We're going to start with the defense, and we're going to find out what exactly is wrong. I'll tell you this much. This unit is playing really, really good against the run right now for the most part. 95% of snaps. They're doing a really, really good job against the run, particularly Kristen Miller, Nazir Stackhouse, and all the likes. There were certainly busted coverages on Saturday, though. Busted coverages, you lost 50-50 balls, and you didn't tackle in the back end. It was a really, really bad day for the defensive backs, and I want to talk about it today. So without further ado, let's shut up and let's grind. Hey, if you have not already, all right, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, I question your love for football. I'm not even going to lie to you. I question your love for football. I question your need and your want for education in the sport of football as well. So let's make sure you're doing that. And on live television, you're good, boss. Don't worry about it. Sometimes it happens. We forgot some lights in the stew. So let's hit these. All right, here we go. Open the football game. Let's find out what they're doing. They're going to open up in 12 personnel with 2 H-backs. So off rip, they're going to do something a little bit different than most. All right, this is not something you necessarily prepare for. This is impressive. It's an impressive individual effort here by Jalen Walker. He's going to blow up the mesh point right here. He's going to blow up the mesh point and fall off and make the TFL on this running back. This is what I'm talking about. In the run game, man, you guys were stout for the most part. I think you gave up one 12-yard rush on Saturday and one 18-yard touchdown on Saturday. Apart from that, Loctite for the most part in the run game. This is hey, I'm going to be honest. The first part of this film study is going to be some kudos, some flowers, and then we're going to rip some ass, all right? So y'all just pay attention. Here's some flowers for Dan Jackson. My man covers ground really, really quickly, really fast, all right, and not a moment of indecisiveness in his movements at all. He is running downhill and downhill fast. Sunday player. Did you ever think that when you first saw 47 in a white jersey, where you're like, dang, 47 is going to play on Sundays for a long time. Now, by the end of his career, we're all like, dang, dude's going to play on Sundays for a long time. All right, 3rd and 8 right here. You're playing what looks to me like maybe a split robber look, right? Well, he's normally going to be the robber. They're going to let this guy run the deep safety. Or they're running some type of 2-man. But nonetheless, I'm getting man indicators everywhere here, which means if I were an offense, I'd be preparing for all 5 of these guys potentially to be coming. Motion, the travel motion certainly indicating they've got man coverage here. They're going to check now, all right, to their best man beaters, which is probably some combination of slants with some hitches. Boom, there's the slants. Double slant here with some hitches. I probably would have attacked the true freshman linebacker. He decides to attack the potential All-American safety. I don't necessarily think I'd be doing that. Great job denying the ball by Malachi. We'll have another rep of that a little bit later. But this is really, really well done right here. Look at the difference between veteran and, underclassmen. What do you notice the difference in right here, Jonathan? Yeah, Malachi knows what's coming, but Malachi's playing with really, really good leverage, right? It's not that he knows exactly a slant's coming. He knows that, okay, hey, I'm going to play inside here on 3rd and 3 because odds are he's probably working back to his quarterback, all right? And even if he's not, if he runs something like that, now I can undercut it because I'm in very, very good leverage, all right? So, yeah, he kind of knows what's coming, but he's also he's forcing that guy to run through me. If he's going to work inside, he's going to have to run through my up inside shoulder, right? And we're going to throw him off of his track. All right, up to 102, the very next play. I don't need the all 22 on this type of play right here to tell you that the run fits are really, really sloppy. I don't know what Warren Brinson's doing. I don't know if Warren Brinson's expecting some type of stunt. I don't know what he's doing. But what he's doing is he's getting displaced. All right, we have a major, major, major displacement right now. We have the nose tackle getting double teamed. We have a 3-tech all the way outside of where the tackle's initial feet were, right? So now we have 3-tech over here, nose tackle over here. Guess what we've got, boys? We've got a crease right there, all right? If we saw the all 22, we would see a massive hole right there in that gap, all right? So now we have a nickel having to come down and play tough, and a backside inside linebacker having to come down and add his hat into the mix as well. Next thing you know, 4-yard gain on 1st down. I think that's because I don't want to say, I really don't know. Maybe Warren thinks he's going to beat that guy initially, but we can't. If we're going to pick a swim move on the line of scrimmage on, what was that, 1st and 10? Buddy, we better win. We better win right now and be right at the line of scrimmage, feet unzipped, immediately once the ball carrier approaches. If we don't beat that guy clean, we have just lost the rep due to, I'm not going to say selfishness, due to overconfidence in one's ability to think you're just going to whip that guy off the line of scrimmage. You know who was notorious for this? Devontae Wyatt. Devontae Wyatt was notorious for, I'm way twitchier than you at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to put you on your face right quick and then get back on the line. This is a bad example of that from Warren. All right, from one bad example to one really, really good example, I have been so proud, and I get to take pride here because this was my guy. I am so damn proud of the way 52 is playing football right now. 52, and by the way, not your biggest 3-tech, not your biggest defensive lineman, not your most gifted. Dude is playing like an absolute savage right now. I don't even know have another word for it because he's playing so damn tough on early rundowns. And by the way, him and Nas, they're about the only guys. This is the first game Warren's even gotten a bunch of like real burn. You're going to see Josh Jarrett thrown in the 2nd quarter. But this is it, man. You talk about shocking and striking and delivering a blow. Look where all that energy's going. Right through that guy's face, all right? Right through that guy's face. That is the definition. When we're in pregame and we're out here hitting that goalpost and we're trying to roll our hips, that's what it looks like right there. That is a great rep. Almost said great like my son does. He says drate. That's great rep, Dada. That's a great rep, Kristen Miller. Hell yeah. And you spike or peek and shed and get your head out on the outside, all right? And you end up getting this tackle. Now, the play is made by the nickel, running it down from the backside, but the play is made because it can't crease in the middle because Kristen Miller is being an animal. Great rep. Great rep, Dada. Great rep. All right, 132. All right, now I think this is a mistake. All right, I think this is a mistake. You have to burn a timeout here. Now, they're slowing the pace here on 3rd and 3 to try to get the most ideal call is Mississippi State. Now, here's where I think the mistake is. At some point, Georgia starts to switch personnel in the middle of a no-huddle situation. I don't love that. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't love it at all. I think it creates chaos, especially when we're going to do it with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Buddy, whatever personnel you're in right there. You just got to line up and play football. Now, they try to switch personnel here, all right? They run a guy on late. They're switching in and off. They're trying to get into base personnel and get the hell up out of nickel. Now they got to run a defensive end back off. Guess what? Kirby's got no choice. He has to blow it up, call a timeout. All right, but I think you're getting just maybe a little bit too cute there as the check with me start happening. You think you can check with me again and throw a counter to their counter. Now we got personnel changes, and now we got 12 men on the field. Got to burn a timeout. It's a really good job right here by Jonel Aguero of digging this hook out or identifying it first. So what they're going to do here, we've got over-the-top coverage. All right, we've got the point man. All right, we've got inside coverage. So this guy is who they're attacking right here with this concept for Mississippi State, this stack bunch, okay? We're going to get, I think, a square in here. We're going to get a hitch right here in this void, and then we're going to get a speed out from this guy right here, all right? Watch Jonel Aguero. At this point right here, we have an option. We can just stay flat-footed, all right, and play our technical zone, right? Or we can be a football player. We can start to latch on, all right, here on 3rd and 3, and that's exactly what he does. It's a really good job right there of doing that, right? Closing that space, latching on right now in a zone coverage, and then denying the ball. That's a great job by number 8 right there, all right? Now, if you're a quarterback, guys, we have an answer. And there, honestly, as a defense, there is no answer for that, right? We're conceding that because we're denying this, and we're denying this. All right, so yeah, they have an answer, but the quarterback doesn't get to it. Also, by the way, this was the entire football game. This was the entire football game right here. Within a second and a half, right? So I've seen a lot of comments about we can't get home. We can't get home. Motherfucker, who's linebacker from the New York Giants back in the day? LT. Damn, LT ain't getting home right now, folks. LT in his prime ain't getting home. It's 1, 2, 3 ball out. And I'm not saying 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I'm talking about in the drop. 1, 2, 3 ball out. That's how quick it's happening on most of these football teams. That to me is pressure, by the way. And we're doing it on a little spacing hitch route right here. We're putting guys into the lap of this quarterback and making him throw uncomfortably. Okay, so I don't know how much faster pressure can get home. Every photo I got of this dude is people in his face, him bailing off his back foot, making just throw after throw after throw. Peyton Thorne was running for his life all week last week. I mean, this is a consistent thing week after week. Y'all are getting pressure. The notes just say Chaz Chambliss haters can lick me. Can absolutely lick me. I mean, so disciplined, so lunch pail, so grinder right here. Just a grinder. Also, neat little move here to say, hey, don't even, maybe this is a double pass, I don't know, but don't even block him, just run. He'll take him with you. You know what I mean? Check this out. He's just running downfield. That play hits massively if Chaz Chambliss isn't there being disciplined. Massively. So yeah, y'all can. It's the other one. Me and you were talking about before the show. People shit on this guy for his inability to get after the passer. Bro, he ain't even on the field on 3rd and long. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all do this every year, and maybe it's because of the way he looks. I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know why y'all do this, and then y'all turn around and y'all have nothing but love for Cole Speer. I don't know what we got going on. I really don't. I don't know what we got going on. Because this dude plays down in, down out, does what he's supposed to. Oh, I'm defending him. Oh, look. Down, 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 down. Man's calling it out. Does he get a down block from his tackle right here? All right. You win a 50-50 ball here. I think it's a little handsy right there at the top of that route, but both of them are pushing on one another, so it is what it is. Hey, but I want y'all to take a mental note right here. Mental note, okay, we got duos stacked outside the numbers, and Georgia is playing one high, what looks to be man-to-man against this stacked bunch, right? We've got off-man coverage from the interior nickel as well. Georgia in a standard nickel right here with number 8 playing star and number 24 playing safety and number 17 playing the free, okay? But nonetheless, when Mississippi State hops in this formation, they're seeing, okay, we're getting some type of one high man, All right. And they're going to take a little field fade here. They're going to take a little slot fade. All right. And they're going to realize, all right, based off tape, we don't need to be attacking this guy, but we probably can attack that guy, right? All right, so this is the whole point of having the iPads on the bench nowadays. You're going to see offenses adjust much faster and offenses have answers much, much faster because I promise you right now, they're coming back to this. All right, they're coming back to this at some point and they're going to hit it explosively. That's planting seeds. That's what that's called, planting the seeds. Now, I thought this was interesting. And I don't know what my note is on this. I don't know what my primary takeaway is on this. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Number 17 is back here out of your picture. You can't see him. All right. This is number 4. That's KJ Bolden. This is number 24. That's Malachi Starks. This is number 20. Now, playing the dime package, okay? The last several weeks, if they bumped into, I haven't even seen them really bump into dime, to be honest with you, last several weeks. But this is just a new kind of look at it. In weeks past, or in weeks prior, this was actually number 6, Jonel Aguero, or whoever was typically playing the star, and number 24 was playing this version of this Tampa guy. All right, but this is what it's ultimately going to look. It's going to turn into Tampa. You're going to see 17 show up right here. You're going to see number 4 show up right here. Number 20 is going to bail to the middle of the field. Everybody else kind of has their bubbles right here, all right? So everything should be covered right here on 3rd and 14. This is their rabbit package, all right, coverage unit out of dime. That is 29, I believe, 97, 13, and 11. Again, Chaz can't get home because Chaz ain't on the field on 3rd and 14, folks. I just thought it was an interesting personnel adjustment. And you can see, by the way, the hesitation that's created by this look from the quarterback. There's not going to be a lot of options for you throwing the football when they're rushing 3, dropping 8, particularly dropping the 8 that they're dropping. They're dropping 8 or 7 really, really good, or 6 really, really good cover defensive backs and a linebacker. 2 linebackers, technically. Yeah, and get home with 3. That's a great rep by those guys. You're right, Jonathan. It's a great point. Just pushing the pocket like hell, also getting a holding, forcing a holding call that gets declined. They have to force the punt football. All right, we're going to 402. Such a disciplined rep by 52. Look at him come to balance and settle his feet. There's so many times right here at this now defensive end roll, by the way. He's bumped out playing a 4-eye instead of playing interiorly because 78's on the field. All right, and I think that's 29's on the field, and I think that's number 10. Okay, so we have a very different unit than we normally play with right now defensively. But watch this. Now you're a free defender. I don't know how many times a defensive tackle at Georgia's out here working surf technique, all right, playing defensive end, but he does this perfectly. Look at him come to balance. He's not going to be sprinting to the mesh point. All right, he's not going to be running by guys. All right, I've become a free hitter. All right, I've become a free body. I've seen so many good football players like Warren Brinson just run right by this. They just, next thing you know, they're 5 yards upfield. Look at him come to balance, okay? Watch him come settle at the line of scrimmage. All right, get my eyes back inside, and now I'm going to collision. All right, not only am I going to collision, I'm going to press out, and then I'm going to peek. I'm going to get my eyes back inside. Now, he doesn't make the play, but as I say on this network all the time, he doesn't make the play, but he makes the play, okay? He doesn't make the play, but he makes the play. As does Damon Wilson on the backside. Tremendous pursuit by number 10 right here on the backside. All right, runs that play down and ultimately gets it tackled. But yeah, there's so many times as a young football player, you can just, I'm a free hitter. Let me go make a play. And then you run right by the play. It's too easy. Stacked release, double move should be quarters. All right, so let's pay attention to how things are working right here. What you can't see, number 4 right here in your screen. All right, so this is why I think it's quarters. Watch as the motion comes over. It might be quarters match. Boom, butt to the sideline. All right, so now we have this deep quarter. We have number 4 right here. We have number 24 right here. All right, and number 6. Now, everybody is responsible for their deep quarter, if you will. Now, this number 7 comes over, and he runs a hitch and a go, I'm pretty sure. It's a double move nonetheless, and I'm explaining all this pre-snap because we're not going to get the photo of it because ESPN sucks, all right? And then we got the deep post right here. Now, that post might end up getting converted to a dig against cover 4 match. The reason why, all we're trying to do is pull that safety down. And when you see it from the replay, you'll see number 4 has disappeared from your screen. This is the busted coverage right here by Daniel Harris. The other reason it makes me think there's a double move, there's a little bit of a hitch right here in the quarterback's giddy up right there, all right, and then a bomb, all right? But look, nobody but Daniel Harris back there in the photo. Dalen Everett coming from the backside. Let's see if we can get a replay of this, and you'll see where I'm talking about. I have to pause it pretty quickly. Look at a shitty-ass replay. Who are we trying to teach football today, ESPN? What are we doing? All right, here's number 4. You can't see him, but that's his body, and that's number 18, the guy that was lined up over him. He's running that dig, like I told you. All right? I don't know what the double move was, but I can tell you, watching it from the end zone, I saw some oh shit body language from Daniel Harris. All right? Again, no replay because ESPN. All right, here's what I want y'all to see, okay? Look. Watch him. Hey. If he goes to you, he's y'all's. If he goes to you, we're bracketing. All right, now watch. Here comes, and he's doing this, right? Which I've always thought means bracketing, meaning if these 2 guys go in, all right, hold on. If these 2 guys go in, you 3 got to take those 2. Y'all got to pick those guys up. That way, when this guy comes out, I can bracket him, right? We are bracketing. We're trying to put brackets on this defense and say, okay, I'm outside leverage. You're inside leverage. You're going to take everything inside. I'm going to squat on everything outside. Now, here's my question. You relay it. You say it. Why don't you break out? Now, I know he approached you with a block immediately, and that's probably OPI, and they ultimately call OPI on it, all right? But why did you not stack back out, right? At this point, we should be working this way. If we think we're getting what we're getting, which you did a great job, of identifying what you think is going to happen. All right, so let's make a move on it. Let's make a play on it right now, right? Let's get back outside. And he never does, all right? Now, again, OPI and a good OPI. I mean, dear God, he was blocking, for Christ's sakes, like his jet sweep. So, yeah, good OPI call. Nonetheless, felt like it needed to be talked about. Let's go to 2nd and goal. It needs to be talked about, by the way, because he's coming back to it. I mean, the rest of the game plan is nothing but stuff that Levy saw early that he knew could hit late. So just pay attention, all right? 6's eyes are late. 24's eyes are late. I mean, everyone here. Now, this right here makes me think zone coverage. Everybody's in the same line, right? We got one deep safety, but here's where I'm confused. We're obviously locked on the back end, or maybe we're in deep quarters, or maybe we have this deep half or this area of the field, but our eyes are on our defender, so I think we're locked right there. All right, the motion doesn't clarify anything for me other than the fact that it probably is indeed zone coverage, which makes me think you probably have the deep third and you probably have the middle of the field. All right, both of these guys are dead wrong. You pick it up first. You never do. This is weird for me. I've always felt like, and there's 2 plays in this football game where I'm like, where are your instincts? And this is the first one for Malachi. I know what you're doing. You're trying to fight the run. You're trying to keep outside contain. They're trying to beat you with scheme, and they did. But you're our free player, and you never see it. The guy runs right by your face. You're still looking at the quarterback, by the way, who never tucks the football. Never. Like, he is clearly throwing the ball the entire time. And we have players for him that are right in front of your face. It's very weird to me to see a guy like this do that. That's not 24. There's another play like this later on in the football game that Raylan Wilson has on a 3rd down where it's like, I know I'm asking a lot. But I also know we've sat here on this network for years and watched Tyke Smith, Javon Bullard, Kamari Lassiter always make that play. Right? They're always in the right spot. They always do the right thing because they're disciplined and their eyes are always in the right spot, right? So this is an example of it. Yes, I know Dalen got cooked on that. Dalen's also being attacked right there, right? He has to show force. He has to. Because if this guy blocks and they run here, we got to show. It's a great design to beat the corner, who, by the way, he recognizes it pretty damn quickly. He does. He's just got no help over the top. There's a replay of it. I mean, 24 doesn't see that it's a pass until the ball goes over his head. It's just weird. You got any thoughts, Jonathan? You just hummed me. All right, bet. Now, here's where I'm confused. This looks like cover 3 to me because of this, right? Butt to the sideline. Split safeties. Okay? Butt to the sideline. Now, when the ball snapped, Jalen's going to actually get back inside and play inside leverage on this when normally we kind of play top side leverage and cover 3 with our butt to the sideline. Watch this. As soon as the ball snapped, he's going to square up and then play with his butt to the sideline. So I don't know what the coverage is right here. Normally when we're in cover 3, we like to play outside leverage and feed everything to that middle of the field safety. Here we're playing inside leverage, trying to use the sideline as our friend, and it is not our friend. That ball should have been completed for a first down. It was not. All right, so this is what winning a one-on-one looks like. All right, that's what winning a one-on-one looks like out here on the edge between number 12 and this number 3 receiver. And it's grabby the whole way, but that's okay. He was grabby on you the whole way, and you deny the ball. Great rep. It's the only one you won all day, right? It's the only 50-50 ball you won all day on the defensive side of the football. They were 4 for 5 on these, I felt like. By the way, this is absolutely hitting. This is absolutely hitting right now. If this ball is caught, we are up on him. We are running that ass off. We're running that ass off. All right. This is caught, and this is running down this sideline for 45, 50 yards. All right. I woulda, shoulda, coulda y'all's offense all the time. So I think it's only fair that I woulda, shoulda, coulda your defense. Because you woulda, coulda, probably should have gotten absolutely gashed right here on 3rd and 10, even without this dumb play by Damon Wilson. Which, again, for years on this network, I have come into the studio on Monday and been like, damn, what a disciplined play by that linebacker to immediately let up as soon as he noticed the ball was out of his hands. Nakobe's got thousands of these clips where Nakobe is like half a second from decapitating a quarterback. And then as soon as he realizes the ball's gone, he just runs by him, or he lets up, or he doesn't hit him, right? Nolan Smith would do this all the time. All of your defensive linemen for years have never made this mistake. That ball is so far out and gone. That ball is right here on your screen. It's been a good second, a good step and a half. There is no reason for you to touch this guy. Zero. The ball's already gone. There's no way for you to impact this play. And Damon makes a mistake, puts his hands on. That is 100% roughing the passer. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. And here's what I like. I do like this, all right? Of course, we get a shot of the sideline, and Kirby Smart's chewing his ass, all right? Boom, right in his face. And what I don't show you and what I cut off, there's a moment where the replay gets shown up on the film or on the stadium, and Kirby turns around and looks at him and then biggest hands up and goes, "Why?" And that's it. Why? What purpose did we serve right here doing this? Stupid play, stupid mistake, dumb execution. Consistently. Over and over again with this football team. They're doing things like this constantly. Great teams don't. Great teams don't do that. Not on 3rd and 9. Hell, not ever. It's another great rep by this defensive line. I'm telling you, against the run, man, they've played really, really well. Ja Jarrett, first big-time snaps. First meaningful snaps. It's not a walk. It's not a blowout, all right? This is meaningful reps for Ja. All right, we're going to 637 or 737. Dan Jackson shot out of a cannon. Shot out of a cannon, dude. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, you missed the tackle, bud, but my God. 4.28 maybe at the combine? I want the GPS on this. I want the GPS from right here to right there. I want to see how fast he got. Because he's basically 0 to like 20 miles an hour like that. Quick and fast. The rare lunch pail guy who both quick and fast. Gotta love that. I'm gonna probably piss him off with the Cole Spear comment, ain't I?
Maybe it's like
Yeah, you kind of balked at me when I said it, so I figured it's gonna touch some nerves on that one. All right, I thought this was kind of neat here on 3rd and 9. They're actually gonna blitz Malachi from the nickel, all right, from depth, and then they're gonna play quarters match behind it. Okay, so you got this deep quarter. You're sitting when you're on your heels, all right? And I believe they're adding Chris Cole into the mix here while dropping the 2 linebackers. So a little bit of a very different look here, and you can see the hesitation it creates by the quarterback. All right, that late pressure is actually what makes this an errant throw. Again, though, I'm conceding this space every time. Every time when I'm in quarters and I'm trying to pressure you up and y'all want to run a 10-yard hitch, then we're probably conceding that, all right? Because what I can't do as a corner is bite on the hitch in quarters, because as soon as I bite on the hitch in quarters to try to take away the 8-yard completion, well, they're hitching going me very, very quickly, and now all of a sudden I'm giving up a 60-yard completion, all because I wanted to make a big tackle on 1st and 10? No, we're not doing that. That's bad football, okay? I don't know if this one was even on the notes. Oh, yeah, it is. There is somebody playing absolute war daddy football in here right now, and it is number 52. War daddy football. War daddy football. Double team, don't give a shit. Don't. I'm gonna put my hands right through your face mask, hold you at a yard, all right? And it don't matter. I'm gonna let my linebackers come down, play free. I'm gonna let everybody run and tackle. And I'm going to let Chaz Chambliss make a play on his defensive stunt on the backside. He's going to be able to rally to the football because the point of the attack is null and void. The point of the attack does not exist because 52 is rock solid in there against that double team. Great job right there. NFL stuff dudes put on tape. The most fundamentally sound run game tape I've seen from a Georgia defensive lineman in a fat minute. You know why? Because he don't try. He don't try to be selfish. He don't try to make plays. He makes the right play every single time. And it makes his teammates so much better. Forgot what the note was here. All right, a little personnel changes again. Now they've kept number 8 in there at the nickel. All right, and they've left Malachi and KJ back at the safety spots. Okay? So Dan Jackson off the field right now on 2nd and 8. I actually think it's a really good job here by Dalen. All right, he's going to run with the vertical, transfer it off to Malachi. He's going to be right about here on the play. He's going to come downhill and make a tackle on this tight end. Watch him transfer this off, okay? We got to run with that. We got to pass that off to the safety. We got to come back down to balance. We've now got the tight end on the drag here. Now we got to come down and strike. Now, I would like this play to be made right here, all right? But he's on scholarship too, okay? I understand. +2 after contact. I mean, that guy's 6'6", 240 pounds, all right? I think sometimes we can look at guys like number 18 right here and go, oh, wide receiver. No. Oh, tight end, 6'6", 240 pounds. He's a large human. I think it's a really good job right there by Dalen. What do we got here? We got everybody covered but the Q. Everybody covered but the quarterback. Now, again, they're going to come back to this. They're going to keep coming back to all of this stuff. All right? This is a great job by Jonell denying the arrow. It's a great job by whoever that is on the backside. Looks like Starks running with the Dover, all right? So we've got the Dover covered. We've got the arrow covered. We should be shutting this play down, except we have nobody for the quarterback's legs. Nobody for the quarterback's legs except for the safety, who's the only free player left. Now, the only thing on the notes, and I'm asking for a lot, this is being hopeful. This is hopeful, not the answer. I'm hopeful as a defensive coordinator that eventually the Mike, who's the other free hack because he was man-to-man with the running back, eventually the Mike figures out, oh, it's not run, it's pass, and starts to get this way and add into the hat. He does, okay, but way too late. Way too late. He's all the way on the backside now, and he's the last one to recognize that it's indeed pass. Now, he could be here. Like, what if there was a difference between this and this, right? That's the difference. We don't bite so hard on that play fake. We get ourselves all the way back into the mix. Maybe we make this play on 3rd and 1. All right, again, I'm being extremely hopeful. I'm not being realistic in that situation there. I have to give credit to the coordinator for being able to actually design some attention from those eyes right there. What's our time stamp right now?
35.
Ooh, we got to go. This is a deep Tampa look. I think this is fine. You're conceding this. You just got to get this dude on the ground, Chaz. You got to get this dude on the ground, Jonel Aguero. Dude's got to get put on the ground. Got to get this guy on the ground. Can't let him run around like that. 9:24, heating him up. They got a bust on a route. This should be a much more competitive throw. All right, the quarterback thinks he is running this fade. I don't know why the wide receiver's bending it back into the middle of the field safety. That's stupidity. It's a busted route by them. Almost should have been grounding, to be honest with you. Nobody even in the area. Let's go to 9:56. I'm trying to make sure I hurry up. I should have, towards the end of these notes from now on, Jonathan, I need to be highlighting the ones we absolutely have to watch. It's just a great play by Malachi. Also, I don't know why the receiver is taking inside leverage here. We're trying to throw you away from the safety. This is 2 reps in a row where Mississippi State players like just doing things that don't make any sense to anybody watching football. We should never run back into the safety, ever. At the top of this stem, the wide receiver bumps back inside, and Dan's like, oh, that's what you want to do? Look at that. Guy's now inside leverage of Dan, and there's a safety right here. That's a goofy-ass rep by that wide receiver. All right, watch the ground that 4 covers. I compared him to Ichiro Suzuki coming out of high school. I don't know, people are like, what the hell are you talking about? Ichiro Suzuki. Ichiro covered more ground more effortlessly, almost as if he was jogging, and his head never moved. And the reason he was a Gold Glover and he was so great is because everything was smooth. He was covering a lot of ground. He was really smooth. And the ability to see it, track it, find it, catch it was elite. And that's exactly what KJ's got. The ability to cover this much ground and go find the ball and put your feet down on the ground is incredible. Great play by 4. All right, let's go to 11:22. All right, what do you think we got defensively right here? Yeah, it's man coverage, 100%. All right, so now we're going to attack the leverage winner again on man coverage. We're going to run a little out right here from the tight end, and we're going to get a PI because we know what you're running. All right, we confirmed the coverage, and we got it done. Chris Cole, hey, you're a good enough athlete, bud. We ain't got to be that grabby. We ain't got to be that hands-on. All right, so now here in just a second, I think they're going to start to attack you. All right, the bunch right here forces quarters from you guys. You're in quarters. All right. I think this is brilliant play design, if I remember correctly. Yep. All right, here we go. So I bunched you, got you into this quarter shell, right? Now, you're in 50 because I'm in bunch with an H right here. So you've got everybody kind of walked up on the line of scrimmage. This is the star on the point man right here. So we got all that going on. Now, I know you're in quarters, So I know boom, 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 boom. All these guys are dropping back this way, right? Now, if I motion this guy, I'm going to apex his alignment. And then as I give play action, I'm really going to apex his alignment. And then I can slip this little halfback angle screen right here into all of this grass, or this little Z angle screen right here into all this grass. Check this out. Look at that. Ain't that brilliant coordinating? Ain't that brilliant coordinating? If this ball doesn't get tipped, who knows what happens? And boom, now all of a sudden, we're in plus territory with a 15-yard gain. And all we did was design that one up on Tuesday, didn't we? We designed that one up on Tuesday. Is there an answer for it? Yeah. Get the dude on the ground. Get the dude on the ground immediately. Get the guy on the ground right now. Hey, let's tackle that guy, okay? Let's not allow 8, 9, 10, 12 yards after the catch. Get him on the ground. Another rep of 53, 52 playing like a man. He's right here with the white tape and gloves on. Y'all watch that right quick while we get to the next one. All right. So we've seen 2 busted coverages. All right. We've seen on 2 consecutive pass plays. We've seen 1 personal foul face mask, or personal foul roughing the passer on 3rd and 9. And now on 3rd and 10, you should be getting off the field. Chaz Chambliss gets called for a face mask on this stunt. By the way, 100% a face mask. 100% a face mask. Yep. I mean, geez. Haters are going to be like, Chaz Chambliss can't even sack right. Oh, Dan Jackson, fired out of a bullet. Fired out of a gun. Yeah, boom. Great job by 93 here as well of stretching this with his outside arm free. Watch 93 right here. It's a really, really good job of really pressing and stretching this play, making it bounce, making it do that right there. As soon as we've done that as a defense, we have won because 17 is running the alley like a banshee. Whoa. Give me a close-up shot of Dan Jackson TV time. We don't get enough of number 17. Oh, yeah, he is. All right, this is what I'm talking about. I know I'm asking a lot. I know I'm about to ask a lot. But you're mush rushing, right? And your eyes are free for the quarterback, and your eyes are free for the quarterback. I would argue that we've got plenty of bodies dedicated to a potential quarterback run, right? Would you agree? All right. Well, at some point, as the play extends, we got to become a football player. So when that tight end runs by us, I know I'm asking a lot. I know our eyes on the quarterback, and I know we're seeing color flash. But as soon as we see color flash, we should take it and go. We should probably take it and go. And look, I know, again, I'm asking a lot. But I'm also asking a lot from a football team where I saw Smile Mondon do this 2 weeks ago against Alabama and create a turnover. I've seen Nakobe Dean do this for his teammate in a national championship game and then proceed to chew Channing Tindall's ass out, right? I've seen these things happen on tape. And when you're looking for the differences on 2nd and 9, what should be a 3rd and 8 turns into a first down, or what used to be a 3rd and 8 turns into a first down. And this is why it's important to have watched these films over the years, because you can see where the differences are. By the way, Alabama did this to you for, 30 yards a couple weeks ago, where they just slipped the tight end late. They hit him right down the middle of the field. Everybody's running out of their zones, and now we got a 12-yard gain. Boom, just like that. Take him. Take him right now. I'm going to tell you what, you ain't getting home, right? You're never getting home from that distance, that late into the play clock. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4, and you're just now engaging at the line of scrimmage. You're never getting home. You might as well just stay there and remain a free hat. This is the touchdown run. This is still a young football player at this particular position. This is Jalen Walker at the front side inside linebacker positioning. He makes a critical mistake right here. We can't slow down and start peeking for the running back. All right, we've got to go. We've got to go right now, and we've got to strike and collision this offensive guard. and we either got to spill this back in, we got to make this tackle with this offensive guard, or we got to get our outside arm free and spill this thing back in. One way or the other. What we can't do, guys, is allow this running back to hit this crease right here and this angle right here with never, ever, ever bouncing, voiding, bubbling, cutting, whatever. He gets to run straight through unevaded, all right, because we got sealed like nobody's business because we have a hesitation right there. You got to run. We definitely cannot get stealed, all right, on this possession. Also, think they certainly got away with a hold on Dan Jackson right here. That's a hold. Dan, great job flailing your arms. Probably should have done it right now. Right now, we should have our hands up. Now, he throws them late, but we should have our hands up way earlier saying, what in the piss is going on right here? Somebody call a hold. Also, second week in a row, really bad angle from 24. Really bad angle from 24. Look at this banana peeling. Not it. 10's trying everything he can to run this play down. Almost trying too hard. Damon, you're a smooth athlete, man. Don't be straining. Be smooth. 15-43, 15-14. Stacked release right here. I think you got to play the ball, not the man, KJ. Right? I think we have an ability to break this ball up. Again, last year. The difference here. Freshman, number 4, or senior, number 22, right? KJ will eventually be as good or better than Javon Bullard. He's playing really well right now. I don't think there's been an issue so far today on tape from number 4. But this is the difference, right? You're turning first and 10s into first and 10s instead of turning first and 10s into second and 10s. Play the ball. Play the ball. Play through his hands. Play through his body. You have the right to do so. Play through it. Get to the ball. All right. We've seen both busted coverages. Oh. See, I told you, he was planting them seeds. Planting them seeds earlier in the football game. We have this duo bunch again. 24's over here. All right. 8's over here. Last time they attacked 24. This time they're going to attack number 8. Now, the question is, how do they get the safety out of the middle of the field? They don't. They don't. They just throw over him. What's up?
How else can you defend it, though?
You can't. You can't. And look, man, we talking about the NFL guys. Auburn did this to Tyke multiple times. Georgia Tech did it to Bullard the year before multiple times. Okay, and Tech did it again last year against Tyke Smith multiple times. This has been the answer for Georgia defense. Kent State did this to you several years ago when they had old buddy that got suspended multiple times by the NCAA. Okay, everyone does this to you. Because eventually it boils down to down set, hut, chuck it up. And that's what we've talked about. We can't run the ball, not successfully. We're not going to over and over again move the chains doing that. We need a chunk play. Well, how do we get a chunk play? Spread them out, get them into man covers, throw away from the safety, and hope that you can make a 50-yard bomb. And this is what it is. This flips the field immediately, and now they're in scoring position immediately. And yeah, it took a perfect ball. It took a great catch. That's college football, guys. This is the same thing for you guys offensively. Make more of these plays, you'll be better, right? Right? It's that simple. Make more of these plays, you'll be better. Defensively, deny more of these plays, you'll be better. What's the timestamp?
48.
All right. $17.09. All right. So at this point in the red zone, they really know this is a great job right here by 6 of getting back outside. But they know they're having problems, right? Transferring these things off. When we go in, and then swinging out, they're having a problem getting back outside and playing this with good leverage. So that's what Levy's attacking. Great job right there by 6. Of identifying it, getting outside, and then forcing what should have been a holding call. That's 100% a hold by the tight end right there. What is a 3rd and goal turns to a 4th and goal, which is a score. Should be 3rd and goal from the 12. All right, it's not. They missed the call. You get them on the ground. Here comes the 4th and goal call, and y'all bust this one like nobody's business. Now, same concept, right? We're trying to shorten the sides, trying to bring the corner in, trying to run all this stuff, and then we're going to flare this way to attack this guy. All right, now, when everyone bunches nowadays, we have to understand we got plenty of bodies for those two guys. We got plenty. All right, we're going to be, as a corner, an extra hat if we just run in there. What we don't have anybody for is the guy on the outside. Now, this is really, really hard to do on the fly. In fact, the only college corner I've seen the last several years be able to identify this, know what's happening, know how they're getting attacked, and then make a play on the ball is Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter did it against TCU. Travis Hunter did it again this year against Illinois, I think it was, or somebody. Did it again this year. Once you see that coverage going in, once you see your guy going in, you play out, all right, and go make a play on the guy coming out. At least that's how I've seen it accurately defended. If we're just going to try to man this the whole time, we're going to get picked, we're going to get rubbed, we're going to get screwed with. I'm trying to speed up here, Jonathan. All right, 1808. I think this should have been an interception. This should have been an interception. All right, let's clarify coverage. Let's see what we actually have going on. I don't know. It looks like a 3-high safety look. What it looks like to me. All right, so either way, I'm going to assume when you run deep, you've got the deep half or the deep quarter, whatever. I'm going to assume you are a free player. You are squared up to the quarterback. You are not turning your hips and running. You are not looking at a wide receiver, which tells me you're a zone defender, okay? You're a zone defender. Let's watch this zone defender as he starts to float, all right? Now, I don't know if y'all saw that, but here comes the bender from the tight. The tight is running just like this. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to float with good instincts. I want you to float with good instincts. We're going to lose him out of our picture. That's what we're going to do. We're going to lose him out of our picture, and then the ball's going to show up right where he was. And I want to see the all 22 because I want to see where he's floating. Because right now, you're not turning and running vertically with that. There's nothing in front of you. Eventually, the back will slip, but the linebacker's there for him. So I don't know why you're not sitting right there up underneath this bender. I don't know why you're 2 yards, 3 yards behind it when it gets to you. I really don't. Because right now, my internal play clock right now, boom, he just disappeared off. My internal play clock would be, hey, what's coming to me right now? Let's latch up and let's find it. All right, and then once we locate it, let's get our eyes back on the football. Let's see if we can go make a play on that thing because that thing's important. I don't know where you're floating. I really don't. If you're trying to float back over the top of that vertical, buddy, you are cooked off the snap. All right, so if we have the ability to be a free hat right here, why aren't we making this play? I need to go look at the all 22 to find it. Unfortunately, I don't have that right now. And wait until you see this replay. Wait until you see this replay. This is miraculous. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach, a lot for that one. Yeah, we can really get a good look at it. See what I mean? We're carrying this vertically. Okay? We got to make a play on that, bud. There's nothing threatening us other than that deep over. I need you to be more instinctual than that. I need you to be more instinctual than that. All right. Time.
53.
All right, let's go to 23:57. Because it's clear to me at this point. You think they know you struggle with this? By the way, Texas is going to get back to it somehow, some way. You better figure out a way to solve this issue. Okay? Guys coming in, wide receivers number one out there on the single receiver side, fighting in with arrows out the back. You have got to figure this out. All right? Because you're getting it. I promise you're going to get it again at some point this year. on critical situations. Every time in this football game, Levy felt like he needed 5 or 6 yards, he hit this type of concept. Where really, they don't even have to block the corner. The corner's going to block himself when he runs down on the route and doesn't realize the ball's on the outside already. Great job playing the man here on this rep, Ellis, until the ball is in play. What do I mean by that? All right, check this out. We're going to play the man in our zone drop here until the ball is in play. Right now, when he comes into our screen, he's still playing the man. Now, the ball has become in play. So we're going to fall off of our man, and we're going to make a play on the ball. This is a great job right here. And that, to me, looks like a young corner who's comfortable when the ball's in the air. And at this point in the season, I ain't going to lie to you, y'all got corners that are there. On the 50-50 balls, y'all got corners that are in the spot. They've been coached to be in the spot. What I can't coach you to do is be an athlete to play the ball in there. I just can't. There's no way, there's no practice scenario I can do. I can coach you to be better at this. No. It's you're either Kamari Lassiter or you're Eric Stokes. You either can play the ball in the air, or for the life of you, probably will never be able to play the ball in the air. But the Eric Stokes guy better be in the damn hip pocket, all right? The Kamari Lassiter guy can overcome being a 4.52 runner and play on Sundays and be elite because he knows how to find the ball. All right, so I can't teach this. I've got to identify it and play it, though. I'll tell you that much. The moment I identify somebody who's comfortable, knows what they're doing, never really gets beat, and can play the ball, that guy's got to go. That guy's got to roll out there and play. And here's the good news. Kirby Smart said this guy had the best 2 weeks of practice that he's had all year. And by the way, I mean, yeah, they're up 17 points, but this ain't exactly a blowout situation in this football game. Now, 24-41, again, I bunch you. I know I'm getting man. 3rd and 8, they're bringing cover 0, up 17 points in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. And Julian Humphrey gets beat on a double move. There's the hitch, and there's the go. All right? It's a PI as well. He got there way early. I got a photo of him hitting him right now. There's a handsome lad. Either way, touchdown. All right. So let's add a conclusive point to this. Let's not get roughing the passers on 3rd and 9. Let's not get face masks on 3rd and 9. Let's clearly figure out how to attack that arrow with the slant. It's basically the same bubble type or running back wheel that Florida was doing several years ago, just a little bit different. Certainly got to figure out how to guard that. Win the 50-50 balls and stop busting coverages. That's a lot to fix. A lot to fix in a really, really quick time period, all right? We've got Texas study coming up this week. We got Tennessee study coming up this week. I'm going to be breaking down Georgia's offensive performance as well this week. We have a loaded week right here on the Film Guy Network. Appreciate you. Love you. We'll see you next time.